Hey, what's up, guys? It's TheAv8tqr. I have another dual com for you guys today, and I know it's been a while since I haven't done a dual com, but I have a great guest today. His channel grew so quickly, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What is up, Oliver? This is Eric, also known as Aviator.
Most of you guys know him through commentator March Madness. I think he gained like how many subs did you gain?
Well, between March Madness, T-Mart giving me a great shout out or two, and Pyro Puncher's participation, I went from 260 subscribers to somewhere over 8,500 now in about the space of less than a month, I guess.
That is crazy. Like my old channel, it took me 1 year and a half to just get to 3,000. And man, but at least you do great content, and I wanted to talk about your content first of all. You do so refreshing content, so talk to us about like what content do you do?
Yeah, man. Well, I kind of bring something different to the table. Most of what I do is driven toward not just being Call of Duty or gameplay commentary. I mean, mind you, I do have quite a bit of that just because I love playing video games. It's a lot of fun for me to kind of share what I do and whatnot. But the majority of what my goal is with my channel is to share more adventures in real life. I mean, things that I love to do, whether it's skydiving or flying or racing cars or motorcycles or there's all kinds of different things that are coming up. There, wakeboarding and scuba diving and like just crazy stuff, shooting guns. We have a lot of fun. So I'm blessed to put things together in a way that shares my life in a fairly unique manner, and it's been really well received actually.
Yeah, because it's so different from the normal commentaries that people do these days, and like we all know the key to success these days in the community is originality, and you brought a whole new level of originality to the community. And like it's so fun to watch because first of all, I'm studying in art right now, so I'm a huge fan of photography and everything. And
Hmm.
seeing like that amazing picture with your amazing camera is just stunning. Every time I'm so impressed. I bet that you do a bit of color corrections. It looks insane.
Actually, I don't, believe it or not. Most of what I
Really.
do, yeah, I mean, I do very, very little editing on my photos or my videos as far as like color correction and that kind of things. I've basically grown up with a camera in my hands, and I've been shooting professionally for weddings and events and flying all over the world for the last 6 years. So I'm pretty good with the camera, and most of it gets to be done in camera and it's actually a good thing because I'm pretty garbage at editing video and stuff. So it's good that I know how to do it in camera because I'm pretty bad at doing it out of like, on the computer.
So is that your full-time job of photographer?
It is, yeah. That's what I do for a living.
And I think that also people like to watch your videos because, well, I love to watch your videos because you seem to be living the dream life that everybody dreams of, like wakeboarding, flying, skydiving. Everybody dreams to do that, and you have a chance of doing like that every weekend or so.
Yeah, I mean, well, I look at it this way, and this is kind of my perspective on life. This is my perspective on life in a nutshell. When I was, I believe, 13 years old, 14 years old, I made a decision. My dad has amazing stories, and my grandfather has amazing stories. But after a while of hanging out with my grandfather, I learned that his stories, he had a set list of stories from different times in his life. When he was in the military, he had a lot of stories from that. He had a lot of stories from when he traveled. And I said, I want to build my life in a way that I'll have great stories to tell my grandkids. And as a 14-year-old kid, that's kind of a weird thing to think about, but that was what I wanted to do. And so since I was 14 or 13, however old I was, I've kind of lived my life in a manner that gives me the ability to have really incredible life experiences that I can share with my grandkids someday. And it's kind of been an important thing to me. I figure if what I'm doing isn't creating an interesting life experience, and I'm just kind of living in a rut, what's the point? So I do what I can to to build something interesting and do something unique.
Yeah, and I like the fact that before every Call of Duty commentary, you always put something with your camera. Either it's you filming, or either like a skydiving shot or anything. And I find that that's the reason why I watch your videos. It's so fun to watch and to see how it's like. To me, I live in Canada, and like it's all snow over here most of the year, like in winter. So when I see like your environment and everything, it's just like a dream, like the American dream, like we all dream about it.
Well, man, I gotta say it is beautiful down here. It's a little hot right now. I like the cool actually. It's 84 degrees today, and it's been over 90 all week. It's actually 90. It's supposed to end up at 94 degrees today. So
Wow.
crazy hot.
Yeah, I love hot over cold. Like I live in cold all year long. It's like minus 30 Celsius.
Oh,
It's really cold, but
that's
oh well.
cold.
So I wanted to talk also about March Madness. What was your opinion on March Madness before it started? Because as we all know, um, most of the community wasn't really proud at Woody's gamertag, and most of well, also Ukrainian limbs because the way they kind of chose the contestants, they chose a lot of people with very very big channels like Sam 5000 or etc. So what was your opinion before the March Madness started?
Well, it's kind of two-parted, actually. I want to address one thing that is something I have not seen a lot of people do, or a lot of people think through. The fact that they had those big channels in there was actually a really good thing. It was really important. And the reason they did that, like the reason they put, these channels that have really, really, massive channels, people have massive channels, there's my words, is because the people who had massive channels promoted March Madness, and it allowed, instead of having March Madness videos be viewed by 300,000 people, they were viewed by, 500,000 people, or they were, it's just a huge difference in the community, because the people who subscribe to Sam 5000 don't subscribe to Woody necessarily. So it's kind of neat to have those big guys in there to bring the little guys up even further, which was kind of what Woody was thinking, I think. And I think some of it kind of backfired. Guys like Mr. Phantasmo getting knocked out early backfired, but that's the judges' the judges' decision. And as we all know, the judges, although I'm sure they're really great guys, not all of us agree with their decision-making process.
Yeah, so explain to the viewers, who did you compete against? I know you competed against T Martin. Who's the first guy against who you competed?
Yeah, well, actually, I had two games. I originally was supposed to just go up against T-Mart, and then they announced they're going to have 4 play-in games for people who wanted to be involved and who raised enough of a fuss, or their fans raised enough of a fuss to add these games. And that was actually really great for me, because it allowed me to compete twice and have, people see my content more, and I'm super stoked and blessed. And actually, the guy I competed against, his name is Steve Schwint, and he is an amazing, amazing player. And he's actually a friend of mine now. We talk all the time. It's great to, build these relationships with guys that you meet in a competitive environment and end up discovering they're really good guys.
Yeah, and one of the last questions I had, who was your favorite commentator after? Well, first of all, did you know about the Call of Duty community before you started commentating not so long ago?
I did, actually. I've been following YouTube videos for almost 2 years now. I think my little brother, shouldn't call him little, he's almost 21 years old. He just, became a cop. He's married, he's got a baby on the way. But hey, my brother, Joseph, he's actually on YouTube also, TheAv8tqr. I don't think he has very many videos up, but he's a great guy. And he introduced me to, I think, Wings of Redemption. And from Wings, I found Hutch, and then Woody, and kind of started following these guys about 2 years ago. I think I started following Wings and Hutch, and that was really neat. I hooked up with Pyro Puncher and these guys way back when, and I radically improved my game. I went from losing every game to winning every game and going on crazy long win streaks and just having a lot of fun with it. I got my first nuke after I watched YouTube videos, and it's kind of been my introduction to the whole community. And so I've been aware of the community, and honestly, I didn't really think I really had the opportunity to build my own channel, because there's just so many commentators out there. And when I found out that that I could still do that, and that people would still listen to it and watch it, that was thankful. I'm actually really thankful to Onslaught, because I was on Onslaught's Road to Commander series. I was playing with him as one of the subscribers, and the comments were so kind to me, at least initially. People wanting me to create my own channel and whatnot, so I did.
Wow.
And it's just blown up from there.
And, well, the question I had right before that, I didn't ask, who's your favorite commentator, or in other words, who do you always watch when his video appears in your sub box? Like the one commentator.
The one commentator. There's more than one, that's the problem. There are quite a few. I have to say, let me go look. This one guy, Lieutenant Druin, you gotta check him out. No, I do listen to every single one of Onslaught's videos. I love his stuff. I also really love T-Mart stuff and Woody's stuff. The big guys like that are just fantastic. Pyro Puncher is a freaking legend. He's just fun to listen to and make fun of sometimes. But as far as smaller guys, I definitely recommend people check out guys like RMRFB, Two Average Joes. I love Sergeant Merrill. Sergeant Merrill's one of my favorite people ever. There's IXI Sweat is really great to listen to. The Sideshow, freaking baller. In case you haven't figured out, I'm going through my my subscription list. The Gervin is amazing too. I don't know. There's a lot of really great ones that aren't that big, and I do listen to every single video. I still listen to a lot of Wings of Redemption videos. I love watching his stuff, and he's a guy who's been around for a very long time.
Great. I would say it's probably T Martin. I love T Martin's stuff. I always watch his videos because he always gives useful tips.
Absolutely.
So that was it, guys. That was our dual com with the Aviator. Please, guys, go subscribe to his channel. If you guys head over there, you're gonna see how original his content is and how he is living the dream life. So I'm out, guys, and I'm gonna let Eric say his last words.
All right, man. Thank you so much for having me on. All of your subscribers, if you're coming from Lieutenant Druin, just drop me a note in my comment box somewhere. Let me know where you came from because I want to know each and every one of you. And guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been fun. So talk to you soon, Oliver.